it's going to be 2,2-dimethyl. Oh, you can't read that. 2,2-dimethyl propane. We're going to get there. Don't worry. Don't stress yet. We're going to get there. We're going to do lots of practice naming stuff. Okay? Why is it methyl? Because there is one carbon right here, and there's one carbon here. When you have one carbon like that, it's called a methyl group. We're going to get there. I just want to show you. Okay? Relax. Trust me. Just hold on. We're getting ready to go off the top, right? You're going up the hill. You're anticipating. Okay? Now, these substituents, these other things that are joined on there, onto your carbon chain, they can be what are called alkyl groups. Methyl, ethyl, propyl. We'll show that in a second. One carbon, two carbons, three carbons. Or they could be halogens joined on there. Halogens are like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, or iodine. Fluoro, chloro, bromo, or iodo. Okay? These are, we're going to practice naming stuff, so you'll see how these halogens come into play. So, if we have one CH3 that's stuck onto my chain someplace, that's called a methyl group. If I have two carbons in a row like this, it's called an ethyl group. If I have three carbons, it's a propyl group. This is an isopropyl group. We're not going to deal with that very much. And these are halogens. Let's practice some. Let's work on this one together. Okay? Step one. What's the longest chain of carbons possible here? What's the longest number of carbons you could count? 5, right? So the base name is what? Pentane. Now watch. I'm going to circle stuff that's different, that aren't hydrogens. And now the one thing that you have to do is you have to number the carbons on here. Okay? How are we going to number these carbons? You're going to start numbering carbons on the end closest to where the substituents are, to where all the junk is. So do I want to start from the right or the left in this case? Do I want to start from the right or left? If I start from the right, let's see, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if I start from the left and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Which end is all the stuff on? The stuff is on that side, isn't it? So I want to use my green numbers. I have a 2 chloro group, because that's chlorine, and it's on the 2 carbon. And I also have a 3 methyl group. Does everybody see why that's 2 chloro and 3 methyl?
I don't get why you go that way.
I'm going to start on this end instead of this end. Because, I'll show you in a second. Let's get the right name first, okay? And then I'll show you what, if I number from the other end, I'll show you why, okay? So this particular compound is 2 chloro, 3 methyl pentane. Do what? Because it is on carbon number 3. The chlorine is on carbon number 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fair enough?
So why is it called methyl instead of, I mean, why is the chlorine not another methyl?
This is a chloro because it's chlorine, and this is a methyl because it's CH3. CH3 is like methane, except now it's methyl. It's got one carbon. That's a methyl group, right? Now, her question is, why is it 2,3? Because if you number it in the other direction, it would be 4,3, right? If I use the blue numbers,
Oh, so it's the lower number.
it's the lower numbers, right? Because 2 plus 3 is 5, but 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 and 3 went out. Now the other
That's
question,
5 carbons that you're starting with. So you can't have it add up to more than 5?
oh no, it could add up to all kinds of stuff. We'll show one in a second. Now the other question is, why does chloro come before methyl?
It's 2.
No, that has anything to do with numbers.
It
There's
came
only
first
one.
before.
It has to do with C coming before M in the alphabet.
Oh.
They're alphabetical. Chloro is before methyl because it's alphabetical. A lot of rules here, okay?
So much rules.
It just went so much more difficult.
Do it.
This chapter just got so much more difficult than everything else we've done.
There's no calculations.
I like calculations.
You'd rather go back to dimensional analysis now?
Yeah.
Moles? You gonna do some mole problems?
Yeah, for this.
So what was the rule in the beginning? Something about you want to be on the end roll of stuff in?
Yeah, the same thing, the numbers down here. I'm gonna use the green numbers because that gives me the lowest possible numbers. If I start numbering down here where all the substituents are, it gives me 2, 3, versus numbering from this side, it would give me 4, 3. And 2, 3 is lower than 4, 3, isn't it? So I want to, generally a good rule is to start numbering from the end where all the stuff is. Okay? We're going to practice some more. I promise. Let's do it right here. I want you guys to name this compound. Okay.
Five.
Let's make it easier. Let's do this. Everybody do it on your own. No talking. Name this. Oh, you can have other prefixes. You can have di and tri. So if you have 2 chloros, it's dichloro. If you had 3 chlorines, it would be trichloro. Okay? Yeah. Look for the longest chain first. That's always a good thing. I just made this problem up. for the longest chain. You don't have the right longest chain yet. I drew it that way to try to confuse you. All right. No, good enough. Yeah. Because there's nothing on the one with two right here. If you start number, because you're going to have to read that word.
Okay, I won't change this to
Bless you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Is it right there?
Was that you sneezing?
No.
Who sneezed? Wow. What's your longest chain to start with? Ah. It's getting closer. There's not three, no. What's your longest chain? I've thoroughly gotten all of you lose. Except for you, you got close. Allison got close over there. Let's see what you got. Nope. All right, let's look at it. What's the longest possible chain? 6, not 5, 6.
Oh, come.
You can, here's a hint. You can never have a methyl or ethyl group on the 1 carbon or the N carbon. Why? Because if I put a methyl group on the 1 carbon, it just extends the chain by 1, doesn't it? Makes the chain longer.